Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for January 24, read by Craig M. from Denny, Scotland. On this date in 1971, the 53rd anniversary of his marriage to Lois, Bill W. died. What can we say except, thanks Bill. AA Thoughts for the Day. Belief. Here are thousands of men and women, worldly indeed. They flatly declare that since they have come to believe in a power greater than themselves, to take a certain attitude towards that power, and to do certain simple things, there has been a revolutionary change in their way of living and thinking. In the face of collapse and despair, in the face of total failure of their human resources, they found a new power, peace, happiness, and sense of direction flowed into them. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 50. Thought to consider. Newcomers are the lifeblood of the program, but our old-timers are the arteries. Acronyms. Program. People relying on God relay a message. Just for today. Visibility. From the three legacies of Alcoholics Anonymous. The 1941 to 1945 period brought still other developments. Our downtown Vesey Street office was moved to 415 Lexington Avenue, just opposite Grand Central train station. We made this move because the need for serving the many AA travellers through New York had become urgent. A new location near Grand Central brought us into contact with visitors who for the first time began to see Alcoholics Anonymous as a vision for the whole world. Alcoholics Anonymous Comes of Age, pages 198 to 199. Daily Reflections. Getting involved. There is action and more action. Faith without works is dead. To be helpful is our only aim. Alcoholics Anonymous, pages 88 to 89. I understand that service is a vital part of recovery, but I often wonder, what can I do? Simply start with what I have today. I look around to see where there is a need. Are the ashtrays full? Do I have hands and feet to empty them? Suddenly I'm involved. The best speaker may make the worst coffee. The members who's best with newcomers may be unable to read. The one willing to clean up may make a mess of the bank account. Yet every one of these people and jobs is essential to an active group. The miracle of service is this. When I use what I have, I find there is more available to me than I realized before. As Bill sees it. I like when the chips are down. In the beginning, it was 4 whole years before AA brought permanent sobriety to even one alcoholic woman. Like the high bottoms, the woman says they were different. AA couldn't be for them. But as the communication was perfected, mostly by the women themselves, the picture changed. This process of identification and transmission has gone on and on. The skid rower says he was different. Even more loudly, the socialite or Park Avenue stumblebum said the same. So did the artists and the professional people, the rich, the poor, the religious, the agnostic, the Indians and the Eskimos, the veterans and the prisoners. But nowadays, all these and legions more soberly talk about how very much alike all of us alcoholics are when we admit the chips are finally down. It's from Grapevine, October 1959. The Big Book quote. Yes, there is a substitute, and it is vastly more than that. It's a fellowship in Alcoholics Anonymous. There you will find release from care, boredom, and worry. Your imagination will be fired. Life will mean something at last. The most satisfactory years of your existence lie ahead. Thus we find the fellowship, and so will you. So Alcoholics Anonymous, A Vision from You, page 152. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. Alcoholics who are living in a blind alley refuse to be really honest with themselves or with other people. They are running away from life and won't face things as they are. They won't give up their resentments. They are too sensitive and too easily hurt. They refuse to try to be unselfish. They still want everything from themselves. And no matter how many disastrous experiences I've had with drinking, they still do it over and over again. There's only one way to get out of that blind alley way of living, and that's to change your thinking. Have I changed my thinking? Meditation for the day. I know that the vision and power that I receive from God are limitless, as far as spiritual things are concerned, but in temporal and material things I must submit to limitations. I know that I cannot see the road ahead. I must just go one step at a time, because God does not grant me a longer view. I am in uncharted waters, limited by my temporal and spatial life, but unlimited in my spiritual life. Prayer for the day. I pray that, in spite of my material limitations, I may follow God's way. I pray that I may learn that trying to do His will is perfect freedom. It's from Hazeldean Foundation, PO Box 176, Center City, MN 55012. This is Transitions Daily. My name's Craig and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, 1990, or 2001.